All right, welcome back. So we're going to look at, well, I've put it here, factoring then polynomial inequalities. So what do I mean by that? Let's take a look at, let's solve f of x equals x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x minus 6. And we're going to consider when is f of x greater than 0. Okay, so when is f of x greater than 0? So what do we have to do here? We have to factor first. Okay, so start by taking the possible rational roots. And that's given, remember, last time by the factors of 6. Okay, because this is 1, we don't have to worry about that. So what are the factors of 6? Plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3. Okay, a little birdie told me that -1 would work, so I'm not going to really go into the trying all of them. Well, let's try 1. If I plug 1 into x, what do I get? 1 plus 2 is 3, minus 5 is -2, minus 6 is -8. That's not going to work. How about -1? -1 plus 2 is 1. Plus 5 is 6, minus 6 is 0. So -1 works here. Put a -1 there up top. 1, 2, -5, -6. 1 comes down. Multiply that 1 by -1. 2 and -1 gives you 1. Multiply that 1 by -1 again. -5 and -1 gives you -6. -1 times -6 gives you 6, and we get 0. Okay, so our f of x is x plus 1. Remember, if -1 is a root, then x plus 1 is a factor, times x squared plus x minus 6. This one I can factor. That's a pretty standard quadratic. Two numbers that multiply to 6 and subtract to 1, 3 and 2. It's about as straightforward as I can give you. X plus 1, x plus 3 times x minus 2. Okay, this one I'm going to do, I'm not going to use the sign chart, although you can if you want to. It might be a good check to see if you understand the sign chart. But this one I can do pretty easily without it. So -3, -3, -1, and 2. Okay. Leading term is x cubed. So we know that the end behavior is given by x cubed. So that looks like so. Okay. All of these are degree 1, so it's going to cross at every 0. Okay. So that's why this one doesn't really need too much work as far as sign charts go. Okay, but if you want to do the sign chart just sort of to double check, that's fine. And we were asked, when is this strictly greater than 0? Okay, when is this strictly greater than 0? Well, between -3 and -1, and then after 2. Do we include the endpoints? No, good. I expect that you would all have said, no, we don't. Okay, so this is our region where this f of x is greater than 0. Okay, let's go ahead and do one with a rational expression. Okay, let's go ahead and do a rational inequality. So let's take y, or f of x, equals, let me move this, sorry, f of x equals x minus 5, x plus 9, x minus 7, and we're going to ask, when is this less than or equal to 0? Okay, now here I'm gonna do the sign chart. All right, so where are my zeros and asymptotes? Zeros are at -9, 5, and I have an asymptote at that bottom equaling 0, 7. Okay, so let's put those in order. Put the root or the factors along the side. Okay, now again, x minus 5 is a 0 at 5. X plus 9 gives us 0 at -9. And then for the asymptote, I'm going to use an open circle. Okay? Remember, the open circle sort of reminds me that, hey, you know what? 7's not allowed. I have to throw it out no matter what. Okay? Again, all of these slope up. So negative, negative, positive, positive, negative, positive, 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 negative, 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 positive. So 3 negatives is, of course, negative. 2 negatives is positive. Negative, positive. So when is this less than or equal to 0? Okay, well, negative infinity to -9. Do we include the -9? We do. 5 to 7. Okay, 5 to 7. Do we include the 5? We do include the 5. How about the 7? You think we include the 7? I mean, it is less than or equal to, but remember, we cannot include the 7 here because it's not in the domain of the expression. So we always have to throw out that 7, no matter what. Okay? So this is the answer to this problem. Now, if I had given you x minus 5, x plus 9 over x minus 7 less than 0 strictly, then you're going to have to throw out that -9 and 5 as well. Okay? 7 is still gone. Okay? 7 you can't ever include, but now in this new one, you're going to have to throw out the -9 and 5 as well. Okay? All right, I hope you all see the difference between those two situations. One more video on this section.